Bonjour, mes enfants. It's Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, back with another episode of Uncle Dan's Vintage Vinyl. You seem to like my last video, or at least those three of you who come to my channel like my last video where I was out on my deck. And I didn't mention there that I actually have 3 decks. Yeah, I have 3 decks. I have the big deck down below. I have the deck I'm on now, which is a smaller upper deck. And then I have another smaller deck down closer to the water here. And then I have my dock. So yeah, I've got 3 decks and a dock. I can really entertain a lot of people with my 3 decks and my dock. So there you go. Okay, well, what we've got for you today is Jessica Rhaye and the Ramshackle Parade, Just Like a Woman. I'm going to get here so I can get a good screenshot here. Just Like a Woman, which is songs of Bob Dylan, performed by Jessica Rhaye, who is a Canadian artist. I discovered her, I guess, through the magic of YouTube, just clicking around on Dylan stuff, and found her. These are great covers. Look, I love Dylan. I prefer Dylan above the people who do covers of Dylan. But these are great covers. Jessica Rhaye has a great voice. Her band is tough. The arrangements are great. So I highly recommend it. And a great cover too. I mean, I really like that cover. Very 60s feeling. Just Like a Woman, of course, great Dylan song, and cool that she has it for that. You got you got in the corner, you got the Dylan, the Dylan Milton Glaser heads. The back cover has very much of a Basement Tapes feel to it. Interior cover. This has a feel. Reminds me more of John Wesley Harding, but there are some others that ilk. Back here of that, and then she does other stuff. Kind of rock. Despite being Canadian Americana, but look, one of our great performers of Americana is Neil Young, who's, last I checked, Canadian. Got this along with it. And it's got a nice little note there, from her. I think I got this. I ordered this from her website, and it was like $35. Songs on this are. Let me drop a few things. Ring Them Bells, not something for me, not something I hear a lot. Sad-Eyed Lady, The Lowlands. This is a shortened version. As I went out one morning, and I dreamed I saw St. Augustine, both of course from John Wesley Harding, which I think is an underrated Dylan album. People talk about the big 3, Bringing It All Back Home, Highway 61 Revisited, and Blonde on Blonde. John Wesley Harding was not at all. Did not decline from that. Different, yes. It's a great album. On the other side, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, One More Cup of Coffee, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, Blowing in the Wind, and Lay Down Your Weary Tune. Lay Down Your Weary Tune is Lay Down Your Weary Tune is a great album, or a great song to end the album. I mean, given the tone of the song, but it's just great. It was left off of something that Dylan recorded for, I think, Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, and left it off there. Or maybe it was The Times They Are Changing. I'm blanking right now. Anyway, great song, and written for The Times They Are Changing. Excuse me. It left off The Times They Are Changing by Dylan, but great song. It's like. Dylan has so much great stuff. And it's sometimes really neat on some of the lesser known songs to see how somebody reimagines them. And comes back. And this ends up at the end. just feel like, for me, with Jessica Rhaye's version of it, it's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Anyway, the album was very well pressed, it was very well recorded, very well engineered. Again, great performances throughout, and just, you know, this is great stuff. Again, if you think there's no good music out there anymore, if you're out buying your, you know, your Mo-Fi, you know, whatever, freaking Steely Dan stuff, there are great musicians out there doing great stuff. These are of course covers, but she also does her own stuff, which is great. Support these current musicians. I really encourage it. I believe that we're living in the best era for music. The best era so far. Maybe the next years will be even better, but right now we have great people doing great music. Go support them. This is Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, saying to you, je dis toujours à vous, mes enfants, au revoir et aussi, mes enfants. À bientôt.